That breaking news is out of Marion County tonight, where in the past 2 hours, KCCI has learned a gender reveal party turned deadly outside of Knoxville. Thousands of students in central Iowa will be learning virtually tomorrow. New tonight, police say a car chase that reached speeds of 125 miles per hour is linked to a West Des Moines death investigation. President Trump is splitting time between Camp David and his golf course this weekend. 1 week ago, you watched as Hurricane Ida tore through the Gulf Coast. Tonight, when it comes to recovery in hard-hit Louisiana, the question is where to begin. Not terrible weather for football, and we eventually saw those gray clouds giving way to sunny skies today. So is that the sign of a warm-up on the way for Labor Day? Meteorologist Jason Sudeiko is here with your Storm Team 8 forecast. Hi, Jason. Good evening. We had a gorgeous Saturday, but changes are on the way for your Sunday, or so I hear. Is that right,
temperatures
Curtis?
in the 50s.
I hope you like it stormy. I mean, that's going to be the name of the game for us.
I don't have a choice, do I?
None whatsoever, man.
I'm used to it.
KCCI 8 News starts right now with breaking news.
And that breaking news involves next week's Cyhawk game. We've just learned tonight that ESPN's College Game Day is coming back to Ames. KCCI's Elgin Rucker is here to explain this big news. Hi, Elgin.
Hey, Chris.
Wonderful. Thank you, Elgin. And as we all just saw there, football stadiums in Ames and Iowa City were filled to capacity this afternoon. KCCI's Andrew Molenbeek went to Ames to check out all the excitement.
Leader.
Not terrible weather for football, and we eventually saw those gray clouds giving way to sunny skies today. So is that the sign of a warm-up on the way for Labor Day? Meteorologist Jason Sudeiko is here with your Storm Team 8 forecast. Hi, Jason.
80s on Monday.
Sounds good, Jason. Thanks. President Joe Biden plans to travel to New Jersey and New York next week to survey widespread damage left by the remnants of Hurricane Ida. His trip there follows a visit to Louisiana this week to check on storm damage. After Ida left the Gulf Coast, the storm dropped catastrophic amounts of rain on much of the East Coast. The severe weather and resulting flooding is blamed for at least 50 deaths in the region, with more than 40 of those in New Jersey and New York. And even though the Ida hit nowhere near Iowa, the devastating storm could put one of our state's biggest industries in a pinch. KCCI's Kayla James spoke with a soybean farmer who tells us why producers are racing against the clock right now. Hi, Kayla.
Hey, Chris.
Thank you, Kayla. Des Moines police are investigating a shooting on the city's south side that injured a 14-year-old. It happened just before 3 this afternoon on Southwest 5th Place between Southwest 9th and Union. Police say the victim was shot in the face and is expected to survive. They say they haven't made any arrests, and investigators are working to determine whether it was an accident. A second man has been arrested in connection to a triple shooting in Des Moines that left one man dead Monday. 18-year-old Mohamed Ishaq has been charged with first-degree murder in the death of 40-year-old Frederick McCullough, as well as 2 counts of attempted murder. Investigators described the shooting as an ambush. Des Moines Police Sergeant Paul Parizek says surveillance video helped lead to the second shooter.
There were witnesses there, but they weren't in a good position to give us anything really helpful just because the nature of this ambush. I mean, the folks that did this did it so they wouldn't be detected. And so we had a lot of forensic evidence to work with, but we didn't have a lot of eyewitnesses that could help us move the case along. 17-year-old Daniil Dang is already facing the same charges. Friday night, Reverend Rob Johnson of Des Moines led a night of prayer and healing. It was in response to the shooting death of McCullough and another homicide on the same night in the city. Several people showed up to Union Park to pray, speak, and sing together. The group focused their thoughts on other tragedies as well, including those who have lost their lives to COVID-19, as well as victims of Hurricane Ida. Well, there's a new music festival in Des Moines, and it's found a home on the city's north side. Hundreds of people went to Riverview Park for the first ever Riverview Music Festival. Organizers with the Des Moines Music Coalition tell us it's a first of its kind for Des Moines because the entire lineup is made up of black and brown performers. The park can hold 9,000 people, but organizers say they decided to bring the limit down to 2,500 due to COVID. KCCI spoke with a few festival guests who say they couldn't be happier that the event was still a go.
Just to see local artists from Des Moines being able to showcase their talent and then have talent from elsewhere come to Des Moines and expose themselves is just wonderful.
We're growing as a city, and we're going to start expanding and start bringing in more people, and we need a more diverse culture here.
Organizers plan to make the festival an annual event. Continuing to surge, the warnings health officials have for those traveling this holiday weekend.
And we had a beautiful day out there today. We'll take a look and see if we have got more nice weather for your holiday weekend and when we could again be pushing 90 degrees.
And Iowa State football is back. See how both teams performed in their season openers coming up later in sports.